Hi everybody, it's Kelly, Hipflippinmamma. I am going to be sharing with you something I find to be extraordinary. If you're new to my channel, I'm the mama of the reselling community and I am a top rated seller on eBay. Just kind of getting my feet wet with the rest of the selling platforms, but I've sold on eBay since 2000. And I'm a wife, mother, grandmother, pet owner, and just basic lover of all beings. So, what I wanted to talk to you guys about, and yes, I know I'm doing this just a little bit different, you guys that are in the chat. I'm doing this video live, but I'm going to do it as if I'm just making a video because I know you guys are going to have questions in regards to this. And then when I'm done with my presentation, I'll jump to the live chat and then we can address any questions or concerns or anything that I may have missed at that time. So for those of you who do not know, I live in Kalamazoo, Michigan. And one of the wonderful things about Kalamazoo, Michigan is we have a plethora of colleges, universities, and community schools here in Kalamazoo. Probably maybe 9 schools here in Kalamazoo. Let's see. KBCC, K College, Davenport, Western, oh boy, why can't I think of any more? At any rate, we've got a lot. So, and then we have a lot in the surrounding areas too. But the nice thing about that is at any given time in a thrift store or a garage sale, a yard sale, Salvation Army, Goodwill, you're gonna come across textbooks. I could spend 3 hours in the book aisle at Salvation Army looking up the ISBN on every textbook to see, is it worth money? Usually what I'll try and do before I look things up is I'll try and look at the beginning of the book and I'll try and see what date it is. And that's a pretty good indication as to if this book's going to be worth picking up or not. Okay, so this one is, actually it's older, but that's okay because it's worth money. It's worth some good money. Now, what a lot of people will do is they'll pick up a textbook and they'll list it on eBay or they'll send it to Amazon. And that's fine. I've done those things too. However, what I like is I like to use a website called BookScouter. And what BookScouter does, and we'll go to BookScouter and we'll take a look at their website. If I can get the screen sharing thing to work okay. But what BookScouter does is I used to specifically use one site called bookbite.com. And at BookBite, what you do is you put in the ISBN of your book, which is this number right here. Sometimes a book will have 2 ISBNs. You always want to go for the longer one, the 13-digit one. Sometimes there's a 10 or 11. Excuse me. You always want to try and put in the 13-digit one. And what that will do is if you choose sell book, it will tell you if they are purchasing this specific textbook bag. And it may come up and say, we are currently no longer purchasing this book. It could be because it's in the middle of a semester. It could be because the book is too old. It could be because it's not in publication anymore. It could be a lot of things that they're not accepting. So then you can try another website and see if, like buyback.com, see if they're accepting it. But the nice thing about BookScouter.com is it will bring up a whole list. It's about 15 different websites that purchase books, and it will tell you what each one of those websites is offering for your specific textbook that you're looking up, or your specific textbook that you have. It's going to list every price for that website. So it'll show buyback.com will offer you $40.25. BookBiter or BookBite will offer you $30.18. There's a plethora of companies out there. I'm not going to go through them all because I'll show them to you if I can get it working. Again, this is live and I've never done the screen share before, but I'm going to do my best. If nothing else, you've got the information. I can pull it up on my phone and show you on my phone. Okay, so bear with me, guys. I'm new at this. But I'm going to go ahead and see if I can't take a look at. Okay. So we're going to go to our screen share. I don't want that. Sorry, guys, just one moment. And you guys, I know that you're in the chat, but I don't even have my chat pulled up because I will start talking to you. Okay. So here we go. This is what the website looks like, BookScouter.com. And it's going to say buy and sell your textbooks for the best price. Search 42 buyback vendors, compare the prices and seller feedback, and ship for free and get paid. So we're going to look up the two books that I have here that I just purchased at a garage sale the other day. And I'm going to see if I can do this and if it'll show up live. So I'm just basically putting in the ISBN and the 13-digit one. And this is what's come up. Musculoskeletal imaging, the requisites. So this is the book that I have. And if you'll notice, Amazon.com, their best price is $42.48. Well, I don't mess with Amazon. I want my money immediately. I want to get my money right away. I don't want to have to wait for it. And the nice thing about this website, you guys, let me check something really quick, you guys. One second. Just want to check my live feed for a moment because my webcam is not even pulled up. It's not even lit up. So I don't even know if it's working. Apparently it's working because look at that. Okay. So, all right. So here we go. Thanks, guys. Like I said, this is the first time I've done this. So bear with me. Thank you for your patience. So Amazon 42.48, that's great. I'd have to send it into Amazon and wait. So unless Amazon will pay you right away, I don't think they do. I have to check on that because that is not what I chose. So bookstores.com will give you $34.49, and it goes in the order of who will give you the most. So you think Amazon, $42.48. All right, textbook Rush, $34.50. Excellent. Now, in all of my previous experience, I've never seen Amazon up here before, so this may be something new. I've already printed my packing slip, and I've already committed to my sale, so I'm not going to worry about it today. And then down here, Textbook Maniac will give $34.26. So this tells you what everyone's going to give you. Now, I selected Sell Back Your Book, and they are giving $30.98. Now, you're asking yourself, well, Mama, why are you doing the Sell Back Your Book for $30.98 when Textbook Rush is going to give you $34.50? Now, I could do a whole bunch of orders and just do Sell Back Your Book on one, and then Textbook Rush on another, and Books Run on there, and then check for $25.64. Sometimes I'll be sending in 10 or 15 books at a time. And for me, so I can keep track easier, I like to send all my books to the same vendor. So what I will do is I'm going to say, okay, so I'm going to choose, let's just choose Amazon because I want to see what happens. Now, for Amazon, it's going to ask, what is the condition of your item? And not all of them ask this. Is the cover and binding intact? Yes, it is. Are the pages torn or have major wrinkling from water? No. Are there notes or names on the cover? No. Do the pages have excess writing or highlighting? No. And there's another thing that you need to keep an eye out for too, and I'll show you in just a moment, but a lot of textbooks will have a CD in them. They'll have an access card in them. They'll have a code in them, and those things must be intact in order for you to send it in. Now this is asking the ISBN is correct. So I'm just going to go ahead and, see, this is taking me to my Amazon account. Yeah, I'm not going to mess with Amazon, guys. Not familiar with it. So we're just going to go ahead and do, okay, Sell Back Your Book. That's the one I did earlier. Easy peasy. So here it is. This is what my quote is. This is how much I'll get paid. Putting it in my cart. Now I'm going to go back. And I'm going to put in another ISBN. Let me go back and back out of this really quick, you guys. Okay. So now I've got this one in my cart. We know that that one's going to be bought. Musculoskeletal. Now, I am guaranteed that money. I'm guaranteed it. It does not matter. But you know why my camera's not on? Because it's not filming me. It's on screen share. Duh. Okay. Like I said, never done this. I'm putting in my ISBN for the next one. And Basic Anatomy. Basic Anatomy at Laboratory. Manual, the Human Skeletal versus the Cat. 3rd edition. Now, because I put in the ISBN and not the title, I am absolutely certain this is the correct book. So sellbackyourbook.com is offering $33.62, which is specifically why I chose this company, because it was the highest priced one for that. Okay, so now if you notice, I've got 2 items in my cart. My total cart value is $64.60. If I want to review my cart, I go to review my cart, basic anatomy, musculoskeletal imaging. I'm going to complete my order. $64.60 is my total. Now this is where you would log in, which I'm not going to log in. Well, I suppose I could log in, but it might tell me I've already completed an order for this. So my seller cart contents are listed below. So I'm getting $30.98 for the musculoskeletal. That is guaranteed. Basic anatomy, $33.62. That is guaranteed. Now see, it's saying override. I didn't ship this item with my previous buyback. I'm not going to complete this. Okay. I'm not going to complete this because I've already got one done. So, and what you would do is, see, it says there's 0 items in your cart. Please add to cart button on the pricing screen before your cart. I don't want to do that because I've already completed this order. But at any rate, let me go back here to my Hangouts. And I'm back. I'm back. So basically, it is that easy, you guys know. As for that Amazon, I don't know. I've never done that before. It wanted to take me to my Amazon seller account, which I haven't been doing Amazon in a long time. I used to do Amazon, but I have not done it recently. So it's that easy. You complete that order. It will ask you to print out the packing slip, and which I have done. And it will tell you right here the total of your order. So I know I'm getting $64.60. You have 7 days in which to send this in, and it will tell you point blank that you agree not to put this book anywhere where it can get wet, that you will not drop it into a mail receptacle. Okay, they don't want it outside, subject to the weather, to the elements, to anything. So you have to actually physically walk it into a post office. Now they're not going to know if you put it in a mail receptacle. They're not going to know that. They just want the books to be in a climate control environment. They want them in the actual post office, or given to a mail carrier directly. It's just to protect the books. Now, I've sent books in before, and I made a mistake one time. The code card had been torn out of the book. The book was no longer valuable. It was like a $60-some book, and I didn't notice that the card had been ripped out of it, and that was my fault. And I had another book that was damaged in shipment between me and the company, and which was BookBite, and that was, my bad, because there's nothing I could do about it. I did try and file a claim with the post office, and that was a big hassle. I did end up getting some money from BookBite, because they were trying to say it was because of how it was shipped or how it was packaged. Now, anyone that knows me knows I package things very, very, very well. So I cut my losses. I got, I think, $40-some for it. But at any rate, what you want to watch for is when you're looking through the books, you want to look and see is there's supposed to be a disc. Okay. And sometimes if there's a disc, you can feel the flap inside of it that the disc is supposed to go in. Sometimes it'll be in the front. Sometimes, it'll say with CD disc or with interaction code. Now this one, for example, the musculoskeletal, okay? This book doesn't have a CD, but it does have this. There is a code right in here that you need to take this off or scratch it off, and that's your code that you need to enter into that website. There's a website that goes with the contents of this book, and this has to be scratched off in order to use it. So if that were already scratched off, this book would not be purchasable. But because it's not scratched off, I can sell it. I can turn it in. Now I paid $5 for this book at a garage sale. And you think, wow, $5, that's a lot to pay for a book. Well, it is, but I had already looked it up on my phone and I knew I could get $35 for it. So I wasn't worried about that. I thought I'll still make $30 on it. And once I processed that order, I put it in my cart and I processed that order that same day, I'm guaranteed those funds. So once I complete the order, I've completed my order. I've got my packing slip. I'm guaranteed that money. The value on this book could drop to $10 tomorrow, but I'm still guaranteed the $35 or $33, whatever it was, $33.62 that they promised me in the beginning. Now, it could also shoot up. So I'm going to be sending this tomorrow. So before I send it tomorrow, I'll pull these back up and see if the prices went up. If the prices went up, and this has happened before, if the prices go up substantially, I'll cancel this order and I'll make a new order. But only if it's like $10 or more, $8 or $9 or something like that. I'm not going to do it for $3 or $4. But once you have your packing slip done, you're going to put that with your books, and then they will ask you to print a label. So you'll print a label. One thing that you need to keep in mind, guys, you want to send your items the best way that you can, because the shipping to the company is free. They pay the shipping. You don't pay to ship the books to them. They're paying for the shipping and they're paying you for the books. So I like to always use a good quality box. This one I Frankenboxed a little bit just so that it would be the absolute right size for my books. Putting my books in, closing it up, and there's my label. So this is the label that I printed earlier. I've already taped it on the box. And I am going to, this is pretty secure, but there's a little bit more room at the top that I want. So I'm going to throw some bubble wrap over these books. Just one wrap around the books. It'll just fill up that little bit of space and make sure that they arrive nice and perfect. These books are in great condition. I don't have to worry so much about that. However, I have to think of this just like any other item. If I were selling this hand, this hand, you ever just want somebody to caress your face with their hand? No, that's creepy. I'm sorry. But let's just say I was selling this, and I was selling this for $64, which is how much I'm going to get for these books. Okay, I'm thinking $64. This is a pretty important piece. I want to make sure I wrap this up really, really nice because I don't want anything to happen to it, and I want to keep my $64. In this case, we are going to wrap our books up very nicely, because once they receive them, they will inspect them. If they find them to be in suitable condition, then you will get your $64. Now, they're not so picky as to, oh, this page is bent or this page is bent. No, 99.9% of the time, you've already looked at the book, it's in good condition, and they pay you. It is just that simple. When I take my packages to the post office tomorrow, I have some jewelry orders going out, I have an eBay order going out, and I have a book order going out. So I'll take this to the post office, I'll send it back, and within a week, I will have a deposit into my PayPal account for my $64. Now, you can have a check sent to you. If you don't have a PayPal account, that's okay. You can have a check sent to you. However, most of us have PayPal accounts, and you'll just see a deposit into your PayPal account. It is that simple. Okay, so now what I want to do is go ahead and pop out my chat, because I have a feeling we're going to have questions. I hope everybody's having a good night. I know I'm having an excellent night. I've gotten so much stuff done. It's not even funny. I have had such a productive day today. There you are. There's all my lovelies. Let me go ahead and take a look and say hi to everybody. Anamora, Anamora. Perla, Tracy, Cynthia. Hi, Bethy. Tracy's Thrifts. Oh, we have to get together, girl. We have got to get together. Hi, Kimmy. Misha Renee. Yeah, call me in the middle of the night twice. But I know you're not going to do that tonight. Hi, Becky. Painting the roses red. I call her Rosie Red. Hi, Dia. I saw my guy in here. Hey, Swamp Picker. What's up, Glenn? Thanks for coming in. Mary Beth. Hello, my love. Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh. My buddy Pittsburgh. That's Anthony. His name's Anthony. I call him Anthony. Love him to death. Pittsburgh. Did I miss anybody? I hope not. Hi, Pat. Oh, Pat, you're so welcome. I'm glad that you like the t-shirt. And I had to write that note to you, Pat, because I absolutely adore you, and everything I said in that letter, I truly mean. So, hey, Cindy from Cindy Loves Jewelry, the Junking Data Girl. They will pay you in about 7 days. It takes about, you can choose a couple different ways to send it. If you send it FedEx, it gets there faster. You get your money a couple of days faster. But I don't have a FedEx by me, okay? I'd have to drive way out. So I always choose the post office option, because I have a post office right down the road from me. I can wait another couple days to get my money. It's just more convenient. And that is how I ended up down the sewer drain. Just like that. That's how I ended up down the sewer drain, looking for my rings. So I'll take it down to the post office, but it's usually about a week. Hey, Connie, Jameson's Closet. Hey, Dad. Do I need a hand wrapping up that arm? No, I don't. I just needed a little affection. Let's take a look here. Hey, D, flipping particles. What's up, girl? I was with D. You know what? This is the nice thing, you guys. I was with D when we were looking at these textbooks. She and I were both going through this box of textbooks. And I said to her, I said, nope, go ahead and scan your textbooks. And whatever ones that you don't want, let me know. And for whatever reason, I don't know, she didn't want these ones. Because if I'm thrifting with another reseller, I like to just, say, hey, go ahead, do what you need to do. I know Amazon Books is a big thing, and I don't like to kind of take possession of anything unless it's my niche. If it's something that, like, if Dee and I were thrifting and she was going through the jewelry and everything, I'd be like, back off, woman, let me go through it first. She doesn't sell jewelry. So but yeah, she didn't like these two books. She picked up some books and textbooks, but these two she didn't like for whatever reason, so I took them. Hi, Kathy. How are you? Kathy Eddie. Kathy Eddie. Yeah, Dee and I went to a church rummage sale Saturday. That's where I don't remember what I got. PlayStation 3 with all the cables and the controllers and everything for $10. Yeah, I got to get that listed. I got to get it out and make sure it's all clean and everything. Yeah, junking data girl. Here's the thing, you guys. If you have textbooks, go through them now. Don't wait. You know how sometimes your death pile will sit? Don't, because textbooks can change every semester. Sometimes a textbook will be good for a couple of years. Sometimes a textbook will only be good for one semester. It's one of those things you do not want to sit on. You don't want to sit on a textbook. Yeah, it's, if I get enough things done this week, if I get everything in this office all put together, I've got my pegboard done. You guys want to see my pegboard before I sign off? Oh, Dee, nobody wants to hear you brag about how you got everything listed from Saturday except for the GPS, and all of my stuff is still in my car. Nobody wants to hear how good you are. Okay. I got all my Rubbermaids in though. All my Sterilite. That was my big find. My Sterilites, I've got them filled with what I need filled with. I have my nice big steel one that I bought. But this is my crowning glory right here, guys. I'll show you. Can you see? Let me flip over to my... There it is. My pegboard. Yep, my pegboard, guys. That is what I worked so hard for. My pegboard. And I am downloading the video right now of me doing that pegboard. Doing the framing. And hi, Vanessa. You know how to add the email? Thank you, Kimmy. I have a video of me actually constructing this from this moment, life has begun. Now I need another one. That one is full. Well, no. That's why the pegs are so big on this pegboard, so I don't have to worry about it. But I do have 2 more sheets of pegboard. I can put one up here and one over here. So, and I have the lumber for those. So I can do 2 more if I need to. And I don't remember what I was going to tell you. But anyway. Oh, you were talking about the pop-ups? I gotcha. Okay, guys, so if you do not add my wife mail. If you guys don't have any more questions in regards to the BookScouter, how many people now that you know about BookScouter think that they're going to go ahead and use BookScouter? Oh, there we go. All right. Hey, that's okay. But check it out, you guys. Check out BookScouter. And any book that's got an ISBN, you can put in there. It is primarily for textbooks, but sometimes educational books and things like that will be in there too. It doesn't always have to be a university oriented book. Hi, Anne. I'm good, honey. How are you? Well, you can go back. I'm going to end this right now. You can go back and watch the replay. It's all about picking up textbooks. I know in some areas there's not a lot. However, in my area, I have a plethora of textbooks. So, yes, there is, Kimmy. There absolutely is good money in textbooks. Now, could I make more money if I sent them into Amazon FBA? Yes, but I don't want to sit and wait for the money. I don't want to sit and wait for them to sell, because with textbooks, if one semester goes by, that textbook could then be null and void when I could have gotten $35 for it. And instead I waited for the $45. The most money I've ever made on a textbook was $69 and some odd cents. It was just under $70 was the most that I ever made, and I only paid 69 cents for that textbook. So it is really, really good money. I consider that, I paid $7 and I am making 64. So let me get my thing up. Let's see my total. Yep, 64.60 minus 7, so $57 I'm gonna make. $56. That was worth it to me. That was a good $7 investment if you ask me. And it's guaranteed money. So I go to the post office every day, and so it's not a problem for me. I'm sending it out tomorrow. D Flippin' Particle says, I sold a nursing book for $90 recently and you paid $1 for it. Exactly. You sent yours to Amazon FBA though, didn't you? Anne says, I enjoy you teaching us all these different things that you have learned, wise woman. Well, Anne, thank you. This is just the beginning of the videos that I plan to do for you guys. I, up until now, have just been going live and whatnot and dropping, information and knowledge throughout my lives. But I'm gonna start doing. Oh, you did it on eBay. I'm gonna start doing more centralized videos. I do think instead of actually making the video and uploading it, I am gonna keep it in a live format, because I like how I did it tonight, because then I can come to the chat and answer any and all questions that you guys have. And then you guys have a chance to, chat in the chat amongst yourselves. So if you liked how I presented this to you guys with the live option, put a 1 in the chat. If you would rather see this type of content as a taped video and then uploaded, put a 2 in the chat. I'm curious to see. If everybody likes the being able to ask questions in the chat, or you'd rather just have a video. Perla's a 1. Anthony's a 1. Cynthia's a 1. Kathy's a 1. Flipping Particles. Is Wade in the chat? Or are you making fun of me? Are you making fun of me? Oh, thank you, Connie. This will be at my next auction, you guys. So this necklace is going to be offered at my next auction. So thank you. Dee likes just the videos. Well, then you're going to have to help me with that, Dee. Well, sometimes Wade does pop in, so I didn't know if he had popped in or not. Thank you, Cynthia. Yes. Thumbs up, you guys. You've been to Kalamazoo. You don't know if you spelled it right. You spelled it right. And you really liked it there. It's a nice place to be. I would live there if I wasn't Canadian. The Upper Peninsula is Canadian. It's they talk like oh yeah. Oh, you know? Oh, yeah, I see. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh, you don't say. Oh, you betcha. Yeah, that's how the Upper Peninsula talks. I know. I have family up there. My mother was born and raised in the UP. We went up every summer. So, and then the relatives I have that have moved down to Kalamazoo from the UP, they still talk like Upers. I'll say, hey, Uncle Mick. Oh, yeah. How's it going, Kel? How you doing? Come give me a kiss. Oh, yeah. The cuckoos, yes. Yes, Kalamazoo is it is an experience in itself. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for joining. I really, really appreciate you being here, you guys. And hit that thumbs up button before you go for Mama. Thank you so much. And I think you guys are all pretty much subscribed. But if anybody's lurking out there who hasn't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button. Help Mama get to 1,000. Help me get to 1,000. And hit the ding-a-ling button, because you never know what's going to happen when you tune in to Mama. Ah, I feel so loved. I'm not normal. All right, guys. Mama loves you. And you know I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Thanks for coming. Bye, guys.